championship so close you can taste it.
Oliver Askew has won the Freedom 100.
Side by side. And your new champion, Christian Rasmussen. And the day continues here at New Jersey Motorsports Park for this Thunder Grand Prix weekend. Drivers peeling off on pit lane for qualifying for race one of the Indy Pro 2000 Championship presented by Cooper Tires. Hello, friends. My name is Rob Howden, the voice of this road to Indy. Pleased to be here at this 2.25-mile, 12-turn road course about an hour east of Philadelphia, Millville, New Jersey. And a doubleheader in terms of series, triple header in terms of races, both Indy Pro 2000 and USF 2000 on the docket here for this standalone weekend away from the IndyCar program. Triple header for all the drivers in the paddock, both of the series running 3 events, which will take us to the finale in October at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Just 5 races left to go for both these programs to see who comes away with the championship. Qualifying for race number 1 now on to the racetrack. Drivers have rolled out here. Let's bring you up to speed a little bit on essentially what we're looking at weather-wise. 81 degrees trackside here right now. Humidity still quite high. Starting to get, well, I say get concerned, I guess, or at least about the forecast of potential precipitation coming in right around 2 o'clock, one of the times I've been told throughout the paddock. At this point, just a pretty good breeze. Still very warm, very humid here trackside in New Jersey. But at this point, no rain as of yet. Drivers have rolled out on the racetrack with their sticker Cooper Tires for qualifying for the opening round of the weekend. Exclusive Autosport drivers, the first drivers coming across the line as they do lead the team championship points coming into the event by 40 markers ahead of Juncos Racing. The team championship is what sets the pit lane positions. So exclusive Autosports drivers Braden Eves and Artem Petrov at the front of that grid. They're the first drivers to leave pit lane and get out there with clean racetrack. Morning practice session saw Christian Rasmussen P1 by just 0.02 of a second over Hunter McElroy. Rasmussen, the 2020 USF 2000 champion and current Indy Pro 2000 point leader, setting the pace with a 1:14.493. McElroy second, as I said, back by just under 0.02 of a second. Jay Howard driver development crew really has a good platform underneath their drivers as Wyatt Prokacek in his first year in Indy Pro 2000, P3. Best he's looked throughout the season. 10 drivers in the field this particular weekend. Manuel Suleiman, who ran at Worldwide Technology Raceway last weekend with Juncos Racing, not in the paddock this particular weekend. We expect to see or hope to see Manuel back before the end of the season. And then as well, Hunter Yaney, as we know, capping off his program here to move over, ran a GB3 and a FIA Formula 3 race, actually at Spa this weekend running Formula 3. Things looking great for this program for next year, though. Potential of a couple new teams coming into the Indy Pro 2000 category. Lots of interest from drivers overseas, so we expect to see a solid grid of drivers in Indy Pro in 2022. Drivers just starting to put their opening laps in. In fact, all drivers right out into the racetrack immediately. Not surprising considering the pending weather. Get out there and make sure you at least get a banker lap in on fresh tires just in case the weather were to come a little early. Championship has Christian Rasmussen leading the way with 345 points. Braden Eves back by 32 markers. Reese Gold, another almost 40 in arrears as well. 39 points, I believe, Gold behind Eves. So it's really come down to a 2-driver battle, but good on Reese Gold, scoring his first race wins last year in USF 2000, second year in the series, jumping up to Indy Pro this year. And he really has been incredibly strong. The young driver out of Miami, Florida. Reese Gold currently third in the championship standings, lining up for a fight with both Hunter McElroy and Artem Petrov. Both those drivers second year in the program. Third, actually, for Petrov, as he did run a couple of races back in 2019. McElroy quickest out of the gate right now, 113.765. Christian Rasmussen, P2. Jacob Abel up to second. Reese Gold in third, and Jack William Miller in fourth. Near miss at the very end of practice earlier today between Jacob Abel and Hunter McElroy. Abel was on a new tire run, and at the very end of the session, Hunter McElroy heading back out onto the racetrack, and McElroy coming out pretty quick from pit lane and the merge lane there, and narrowly avoided contact as Abel was able to get his machine woed up in time. I'm sure those drivers spoke between sessions, but we are back out. Clear that mind and get out there for qualifying. This track, notoriously tough on tires, so most drivers telling me got to get done lap 1, lap 2, lap 3 at the most to really maximize. Quick look down in the pits, and yeah, I'm thinking 4 sets of tires for the weekend, and I think that you'll see most teams go for 2 sets here. It's that crucial. Track position is so important in this track. It's very, very tough to overtake here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. There's just not that hard braking corner, not a lot of switchbacks that allow drivers to do the over-under and change the line. It's a very straightforward line around this track. Not a lot of long straightaways into those hard braking zones. So qualifying is really going to kind of set the stage of where you're going to finish. You qualify the top 5, 6, you're probably going to finish in the top 5 or 6. It's that tough. That said, that's why these drivers are setting out tires already. Make a couple of little adjustments to the cars, get right back at it. 4 sets of tires in total for the weekend with the 2 qualifying sessions and 3 races. McElroy with the quickest out of the gate. You see drivers coming through turns 6 and 7. That's Jack William Miller. He's currently P4. Here's the final corners on the racetrack, turns 10, 11, and 12. Big sweeping left-hand turn number 10. And the switchback 11A, 11B. And then as they come out of this corner here, slide back out to the left side of the racetrack and then hit the apex at 12 to come back down the front straightaway. Everyone coming into pit lane here right now. Nobody actually coming by this front straightaway. And in fact, I think we may see a majority of the field come in. So let's have a look at the opening stint. This was essentially the first run on the fresh tires. There goes Hunter McElroy back out already with sticker Coopers. 13 minutes remain. McElroy with the fastest lap so far, 113.765. He's about 3/10 quicker than Christian Rasmussen. So an excellent opening run on those stickers for McElroy. Christian Rasmussen in second, Reese Gold third, Jack William Miller fourth, and then the 2 exclusive Autosport drivers, Braden Eves and Artem Petrov, in 5th and 6th. Jacob Abel rolling back out in the Crosley Brands number 51 machine as well. Looking to see if we get any adjustments to the machine of Artem Petrov. You think P5 for Eve, P6 for Petrov. You may want to make some adjustments. We'll see. New tires going on for Reese Gold and Kiffin Simpson as well. Juncos Racing again sitting second in the championship points, team championship points. Here comes Christian Rasmussen in the white, red, and blue Road to Indy Scholarship colors. Of course, last year's Indy Pro USF 2000 champion. Braden Eves now into pit lane as well. Behind Petrov and Eves, Jacob Abel in 7th, Kiffin Simpson 8th, James Rowe 9th, and Wyatt Prokachik now into the 10th spot. Just under 0.8 of a second separating the top 8 drivers, or the top 10 rather, the entire field. McElroy back at speed. Here comes Prokachik now out in the Jay Howard driver development. White, blue, black, and red, number 5. Kiffin Simpson rolling out in the 21. Here comes Jack William Miller. Sticker Coopers on that machine as well as McElroy down into turn number 3. Here, we'll give you a ride around this racetrack here right now. 3 up to the crest of the hill. McElroy into turn number 4 now. Right-hander. Back down the hill a bit into turn number 5. Then we're into the far part of the racetrack here. furthest distance away from the paddock. This is that 6-7 combination. Into 6, out of 6 comes McElroy in the Pabst Racing Machine. Winner of the most recent road course race at Mid-Ohio. McElroy scoring the back end of that doubleheader in Lexington. We lose them through 7, 8, and 9. Pick them back up here in turn number 10. The only camera we don't have access to is that 8-9 camera. Drivers coming out here now. There's McElroy. Some heat built into these Coopers. McElroy's fast lap. Right there, lap number 5. Turned a good one. 113.682. McElroy's rolling. Here comes James Rowe Jr. as well. Across the line comes Brkacik. Here's the shot out of turn number 12. Down the front straightaway here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Jacob Abel across the line as well. As you can see, James Rowe blending in. There's Abel in the 51. Just 2 more sessions for you today in the road to Indy. Race 1 and Race 1. USF 2000, Indy Pro 2000. A couple of races to kick things off. 4 races in total tomorrow. Qualifying will kick things off. They'll qualifying 2 for both those categories. Again, qualifying 1 setting the grid for Race 1. Qualifying 2 tomorrow morning setting the grid for Race 2. And then for race number 3, either your second fastest lap from Quali 2 or your fast lap in race 2. So qualifying tomorrow morning, 2 laps very crucial. 1 to set the grid for race 2, and the second to potentially set the grid for race number 3. More adjustments being made to the 42 of Artem Petrov. Getting a little bit of notes from down on pit lane. Potential kind of a light mist now. Could make things interesting for the second half of this session. Hunter McElroy still on top of the 113.542. He went quicker again in his second lap on new rubber. Less than 8 minutes remaining. Lots of time still. Artem Petrov, the only driver still on pit lane. McElroy, Rasmussen, Kiffin Simpson now to third. See some speed out of Kiffin Simpson, a 114.110 for the Juncos Racing driver, quicker than his teammate Reese Gold. So Simpson now. Jacob Abel goes up into P5. McElroy, Rasmussen, Simpson, Gold, and Abel, your current fast 5. Rowe 6th, Miller 7th, Eves 8th. Petrov still on pit lane. They're making some adjustments to that race car for Artem Petrov for the number 42 to send him back out here. Still a long time to go, 7 minutes remaining. You got to figure you need probably 5, a little more maybe to get those 3 laps in. Minute and 13, minute and 14 laps. So you're looking at really somewhere around 6 minutes to get 4 laps in total. 1, remember, is just going to be the out lap. So they need to get these adjustments done on Petrov ASAP if they want to get him back out here onto the racetrack. Petrov currently in the 9th spot. Eves still 8th. Braden just getting to build those temperature into those tires right now, though. I think McElroy's done. Hunter McElroy, I believe, has pulled into pit lane. That'll be it from Hunter. Fastest time so far, almost 2/10 quicker than Reese Gold, who's gone to P2. Hunter McElroy, a 113.542 for McElroy. Gold second, Rasmussen third. James Rowe now up to 4th. Good run for James Rowe in the Top Gun number 3. In comes the 21 of Kiffin Simpson. I think he's probably finished for the session as well. Kiffin Simpson currently in the 6th spot. back by just over a half a second. Braden Eves out there rocking lap times. He just turned his best lap. Still 8th position, though, 114.301, 9/10 off. Let's see if Eves steps things up. Still trouble here for Artem Petrov as he is still on pit lane. They're trying to go to work on something on the tail of that car. Not sure what it is at this point. But Petrov has not got a chance to get back on track yet. Gold now to the top of the charts. Reese Gold P1, 113.396 for the Floridian. Gold P3 in the championship, top of the charts right now. Brakacic across the line as well for 9th. Petrov has fallen to 10th. They have not been able to get him back on the racetrack right now. Petrov remains in the race car. Series officials surrounding that car like they're making some adjustments to the rear of the car, potentially the diffuser. Not sure what's going on here with Petrov. Time winding down, though, 440. He may get a flyer in if he's lucky. Braden Eves trying to find more speed, and he gets it. Eves to P5. Up to 5th for Braden Eves. 113.992, 6/10 back. Another driver coming into pit lane here as well. That might be Reese Gold. Indeed, Gold is done. Currently provisional pole by over a 10th from Hunter McElroy, 113.396. This could be Gold's 5th pole position, I think. He's been very good in qualifying. In comes Rasmussen as well. He'll do no better than 3rd, 113.768 for Rasmussen. 4 minutes remaining. Exclusive Autosport crew continues to work on the number 42 of Artem Petrov. Will he get out to get even one more flyer? 3:44 to go. Eves still on the racetrack as well, I believe. Went quicker last time by. I believe he goes quicker again. Is that it for Eves, or is he going to be on track still? A couple drivers coming into pit lane. That may be it for Braden Eves as well. 5th, 113.889. No, Eves is still out there. Sorry, that is still Eves on the track as he rolls there down. This is Eves rolling down into turn number 1. Eves. Yeah, he went quicker again. 113.889. Can Braden Eves throw one more flyer in this time? Less than a half a second back. They fired up the car of Petrov. He's rolling with 3 minutes to go. Petrov is back on the racetrack. I don't know that. Is Eves still at full speed? It's all for Petrov. It's all going to depend on when he's able to get back around the line. He may get 2 laps in. Right now, Reese Gold on the provisional pole with a 113.396. This is Eves through 6 and 7. Braden Eves, second in the points, needs every point possible. Back by 32 coming in, almost a full race worth of points. Eves is staying out on the racetrack here. Eves still on track. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, he slowed it down to about an 18.3. I wonder if he's trying to cool the tires potentially for one more attack. Final 2 drivers on the racetrack, I believe, are the 2 exclusive Autosport machines of Artem Petrov and Braden Eves. Petrov rocking across the straightaway, front straight. He's going to get likely 2 more laps in. This one and one more, I think, for Artem Petrov. He'll have to dig deep and put in that magic lap to see if he's, because right now he's dead last. He's outside of row 5. He's 10th position. Braden Eves trying for a little bit more, currently P5, 113.889, his best time so far. Eves is coming to pit lane. He improves to a 14.2 based on the last lap, but no faster for Braden Eves. He'll be P5. So an inside row 3 starting spot right behind Christian Rasmussen. But Petrov's still out there. Could potentially sneak in for one more. Here comes Petrov out of turn number 10. Still 30 seconds to go. Petrov's going to get one more lap. Indeed. Artem Petrov looking for one more magic lap here. This should be it for the tires for Petrov. Checker flag will fly before he gets back around. So Artem trying to lay one down here. Eves is into pit lane, P5. Reese Gold still on the provisional pole, 113.396. And Petrov has slowed coming out of turn number 2. It is going to be tough sledding in race number 1 for Artem Petrov, who will start in the 10th position. Reese Gold is going to take the pole position here. His 5th of the season on 113.396. Almost a tenth and a half quicker than Hunter McElray. Christian Rasmussen in 3rd. James Rowe into 4th for turn 3 Motorsports. Braden Eves in 5th. 6th, Jack William Miller. 7th, Kiffin Simpson. 8th, Jacob Abel. 9th was Wyatt Prokachek. And 10th will be Artem Petrov. Thought Artem may be able to throw one flyer in there, but I don't know if there's an issue with the race car, whatever it may have been. He got one lap in at 114.4, I believe. And that was it. So Petrov with a lot of work to do when we go racing this afternoon, as he will start, as I said, in the outside of row number 5, 10th, tail of the field. We're done with qualifying for race number 1, folks. Another little bit of a break here. 40 minutes from now, we'll have our live pre-race on Road to Indy TV on the app, on USF2000.com, on roadtoindy.tv. Our pre-race show, I'll be joined by Parker Thompson as we get things rolling here. Set to start our driver introductions right about 20 minutes after the hour. We've got, of course, the command to fire the engines as well, right at around 2:25, ahead of a 2:30 green flag 20-lap race in the Cooper Tires USF 2000 Grand Prix. All the drivers you just saw here in Indy Pro 2000 will be back out again. The pre-show for their first of 3 races here this weekend, the Cooper Tires Indy Pro 2000 Grand Prix, presented by the Anderson Companies, will be set to go green at 4:30. It'll be a 4 o'clock start time for pre-race on Road to Indy TV. Folks, make sure you come back and join us just 40 minutes from now, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, the pre-race show for the first of 3 races at the Road to Indy here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Parker Thompson will join me then. Until then, I'm Rob Howden. Bye for now.